Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Halo Forge Epidemic. This is Psychoduck, and I am here with a map feature, and this is kind of a different type of map feature than what you might be used to. We're gonna call it an aesthetic map feature, but it's kind of difficult to put tabs on it. What this is, as hopefully many of you have already noticed, is a remake of Halo 3's Foundry. Now, for those of you who don't know, Foundry was sort of the original Forge canvas map, and you know this is where it all started. This is where forging began, and so you know you may be wondering what I wondered when I first heard that Zath and Behemoth were remaking this, because this is made by Zatherla and Hushed Behemoth. So you may be wondering, why the hell would you remake Foundry? It was just a Forge canvas, right? And I mean, the default layout of the map wasn't anything special, right? And you know, I asked myself the same thing, but what I came to realize was that because of Zatherla's you know, aesthetic forging expertise, which I mean, you know, he's a pretty big name in aesthetic forging. It turned out so true to the original, so accurate down to every little detail, down to the texturing of the objects, as you know, as much as possible. That I mean, everything's here. The forklift is here. All three of the cranes are here, etc. You know, the truck is here. You can look out the windows and see almost the same view, and there's actually a Schmeef outside the windows too, which is cool. But then, you know, what's also really cool about this is that all of the sort of like the default Foundry layout pieces are not locked, but the canvas itself is locked. So you can hit delete everything and it'll just leave the canvas. Now if you really want to, you can try forging in here, and you know, you can kind of play around with like the open containers and stuff. You know, just leave them all on normal, just try to get a feel for how Foundry was back in the day. And it's really cool. You could do some cool stuff on here. And also, you know, you can even play the map. Now, unfortunately, because of the extreme attention to detail, you know, when you play the map, the performance is pretty poor. There's some frame rate issues, you know, all kinds of stuff that I wouldn't let in, say, like a competitive map feature. But I mean, for the aesthetic appeal of this, it's amazing. Like, this map is incredible for the detail of it. And if you forged back on Foundry in Halo 3, I highly recommend you check this out. It's just it's so cool. It's just like, wow, this is Foundry. I mean, and it's, you know, it's tiny. Like, this is all we had to forge on, and now people are complaining that maps like Erosion and Impact are too small, and it's like, jeez, look what we used in Halo 3, you know? But yeah, it's just really cool. So you know, I challenge you guys to, you know, mess around with some of these pieces on here. You know, don't phase anything or fix anything, or you know, do any of those fancy forge tricks or use coordinates or magnets or anything. Just, you know, try to recreate the original forging experience and see how that turns out for you. And it, you know, it's just really cool. Just the creativity on this map was really cool. It's just a really unique, interesting idea. Yeah, and the lighting on here is actually basically turned off. Zatherla set it up so that you don't actually generate lighting on here, which is on purpose. I mean, the performance would just be awful with lighting, which is really unfortunate, but I think the map looks pretty cool without it anyways, and there's still some shadows on the default layout. So yeah, this is Foundry, and it's you know, in all its glory, just like from the old days. I don't think we'll be seeing a sandbox remake anytime soon, but you know, this is really cool. So I highly recommend that anyone who forged on Foundry in Halo 3 or didn't and wants to know what it's like, I highly recommend all you guys check this out. Until then, this has been Psychoduck with the Halo Forge Epidemic. Stay tuned for more map features, map tutorials, you know, all Forge tutorials, all kinds of cool stuff. And custom games will have a pretty cool announcement coming up soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm Jewish.
Oh,
Yeah.
click the links.